Welcome, everybody, to the Friday, December 11th edition of Mouse Quiz. My name is Chad. I am your host tonight, and we are ready to play some Disney trivia. So I want to welcome back to the screen my co-host, Derek, and Quizmaster Extraordinaire. How you doing tonight, Derek?
Doing very well, Chad. Glad it's a Friday.
Oh, I'm telling you, it was about time for Friday as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for the weekend. I don't know about you, but certainly
Very much. Yeah.
And then
Definitely.
I'd also like to welcome back our other quiz writer co-host, Dave. How you doing tonight, Dave?
Hey, how you doing, Chad?
Doing great. Doing great. And now we have a new person joining us, and that would be Steve. So how you doing tonight, Steve?
Oh, Steve's on mute.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, and you guys are from the Monorail Tales team, right?
That's
Right.
correct.
So it is a Monorail Tales takeover tonight, and we are glad to have you guys finally join us on camera. I mean, Dave, you've been here with us for a while, but hopefully Bill will be able to pop in and join us as well. So if you see him come in, we'll know what's up there. But glad to come back in and do this tonight. If you guys could, and you're out there watching, please like, subscribe, share out the show. So we'd greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate borrowing your influence to get other people to come play trivia with us. And that's kind of it. So this is our version of social distancing. And what that is the history of the show was when COVID and all the COVID lockdowns came out, we came up with this show as a way to help people stay home, stay magical, and get a little bit of pixie dust in their life because the parks were all closed. All the YouTube streamers were shut down. And so that's what we ended up doing tonight as well. And we're still running it because, believe it or not, COVID is still running rampant. We are, 8 months strong now, Derek, on this since April?
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
8 going on 9, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to keep doing this until, either our subscription runs out or a vaccine comes out or something along those lines. But
We
one
start
of the
getting paid
two,
for it, right?
yes. So,
As much as ever.
yep. And which, by the way, as well, if you enjoy our show, we are a crowd-funded show. The software that we run is fairly expensive. You can help support the show over at patreon.com/mydvcpoints. We'd be more than happy to have you come back in and partner with us here. If COVID has impacted your income, which it has a lot of certain people out there, don't worry about it. Just come in and play with us and have fun. It's a completely free night to play. And those of us who can pick up the tab, we got it covered. But if you can help out, that's appreciated as well.
And Chad, aren't we doing something special this month with our Patreon donations?
Yes, we are. So 100% of the money that comes in from Patreon this month is going over to Cast Pantry as well.
Right.
And not only that, but this is a rockin' t-shirt from the Disney Crush podcast, which you can also find over at our Teespring store or TeePublic.
Yeah.
So we don't have their logo on our stuff, but all of our logos are on sale as well. I think everything's 30% off now.
Yep.
And 100% of the proceeds of that, TeePublic usually gives us $1 or $2 or per shirt that's sold or per item. And so 100% of the proceeds from all of our sales. And we have one mouse quiz up there shirt now. I'm going to try to get another one up by the end of the week as well. So got a really cool design called Quizzin' with My Nomies. And our regular players will get a complete joy and grin out of that one. But dvcswag.com if you'd like to help support the show, except for this month, and it's really helping to support the cast members over at Cast Member Pantry. So that being said and done, I think we've covered all of our pre-stuff. Let's come in and say hi to some of the people who are playing with us. And Lisa says, good evening, 2 weeks until Christmas.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. And we will be dark on Christmas and completely dark. And then New Year's Day, we're thinking about a little bit earlier show and allowing the kids to come back in and play with as well for another family show on New Year's Day. So stay tuned for that, but I can guarantee you we're dark on Christmas.
Yeah.
And then Oh, your guys' co-host Rick is
Ah.
out there playing as
Hey,
well.
Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah, somebody get Rick a link and let's see if he'll join us on camera tonight.
Yeah.
And I haven't hung out with Rick in an awful long time. So
Rick's like me. He's got a face for radio.
yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
wait a minute. We're on screen. That
Yeah,
probably
that's
won't work.
right.
And then, well, I do have you kind of covered with the banner here. So
There you go.
Deidre says hi tonight, and Annette says woot woot.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve. Okay.
Hey, Annette.
Yep. And then Tony Ann is tuning in as well, and she says Merry Christmas, Mouse Quizzers.
Hey,
And
Tony
I am
Ann.
rocking the Tony Ann podcast shirt tonight. So hopefully that does them well, but who knows? I don't know if there's any correlation there. And
Good to see you, Tony Ann.
yep, our buddy Jeremy is
Hey,
playing
Jeremy.
tonight.
Jeremy's
So,
there.
Yep, everybody be on the lookout for Jeremy. He's Mr. Fast Fingers and pretty dang accurate as well. And Tony was saying, yes, if you order now from
Yeah.
TeePublic for Christmas, their shipping does take a while. So they're not the fastest people in the world. Holly's with us tonight, and Courtney's with us tonight. And Dan is saying he's ready for trivia as we pack for our trip tomorrow. So
Excellent.
Jealous, Dan. Very jealous.
Very
yeah,
nice.
there you go. We'll help you get your ears on tonight, Dan.
Yep.
And then Jessica says hi. Amy is here playing with us as well. And you better love the shirt. You designed
say,
it.
wait.
So, and Linda says, always love your backdrops. Yes, that's in the spirit of the Disneyland Christmas set that we're playing tonight. And so Holly or
Hey, Chad,
Jolly
a couple
Holiday is
people are
here.
saying that I got a text that says on the crowd for it's hit max players.
Oh,
Have them
Yeah,
try it
that's,
again. Have them
Yeah,
try
that's
it
what I
again.
told him. Yeah. If you can,
They shouldn't. I mean, the max is 500, but
yeah,
Yeah.
so
that's why I told him to try again.
yeah, not for us. So, and it's crowd.live/Walt Disney.
Yeah.
And it should be the code tonight. So, and I'm only seeing 34 people logged,
Yeah.
35.
Yeah, I logged in just to check to make sure it worked.
Yep. So we should be good there. And
Unless I misspelled it. No,
yeah, there you
crowd.live,
go.
Walt Disney.
So Caleb says, hey, everybody, I'm in the single digits until a child-free quick trip. Oh, okay.
Jealous.
Got it.
Jealous on that one.
Got it. And Sheila's tuning in as well. So, hey,
Hi, Sheila.
Oh, Eric is here as well. Randy is back. Lori is here. A lot of the regulars are here tonight. I'm really happy about that. So, and then Heather's with us, and Heidi is also saying hello as well. So I think we're about at the 8-minute mark.
Yeah.
Dave, now you wrote this first round as well, correct?
I did. And, I had just, I thought about it was Walt's birthday, and I want to do some things that are maybe a little less known about Walt, but don't let that, fear you. Look at the distractors. You should be able to figure out the answers pretty easy.
Awesome. So it's all about Walt this first round and some of the early years, and I think we're pretty much ready to go, guys. What do you think? So if you're just now joining us for the first time, crowd.live/Walt Disney, we'll have you put a screen name in, and we do tabulate scores as well for individual players, and then we have an overall winner of the night. And then if you pick a podcast family or a Disney family from the drop-down list that you're playing with, we'll do a little bit of team scoring as well and report back in as to which family is doing the best on that as well. So crowd.live/Walt Disney. Let's go ahead and kick this round off.
Good luck, guys.
Yep. Good luck,
Good luck,
everybody.
everybody.
Come on, MTP.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. Let's come back in and see how everybody did here. Let's come back into my question summary, and we're going to drag these over here and talk about them a little bit. See if the crowd has any questions on this as well. So, okay, the first question. I guess I'm on question 10, but it always misbehaves like that. What did the E stand for in Walt's name? And 87% got Elias, and nobody went for my new distractor of Eeyore. I thought it was at least funny. So
It was funny, yeah.
That was funny.
nobody, though. Nobody. Okay. And then 51% knew that he was an ambulance driver in the
Yeah.
Red Cross.
Mhm.
That one's
Yep.
kind of the 4-0 buster there.
Yeah, that one right there was a
Oh,
hard
wow.
one. You would have had to watch a few Walt documentaries to get that one as well.
Yeah. But you could have probably figured it out from the other two.
Yeah. And I at least got a little bit of love here from Deidre. She says Eeyore was very funny, but it was a good round, but some were tough. So
Yeah.
That's it. Zebra Gnome's got points.
All right.
hey, Zebra Gnomes got points. We'll take that. Felix the Rat did pretty well as well. So yeah, if you guys ever go to Disney's California Adventure, there's a statue right there at the little mini hub of Walt and Mickey with a suitcase that says Laugh-O-Gram Studios on it.
Yep.
And so highly recommend checking that out. And then how much did Walt make on Oswald the Lucky Rabbit? $1,500, which would probably be $150,000 today. So the crowd did pretty well
least.
on that one with the inflation numbers. And then who was Mickey's original voice until 1947? Crowd did really well there. 80% knew that was
Yep.
Walt himself.
That's pretty cool. Roy got some votes too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Roy got some votes. And then the full-length animated movie, first one, Snow White.
Oh, White.
Yeah.
And then the main character for several of the Disney's propaganda shorts during World War II. This
They
one was
actually used
tight.
to play these. Yeah, they used to play these at my local arcade. And so I remember seeing some of these.
And for those of us our age, we've seen them on YouTube.
That
Yeah.
too.
So
Nice.
I love
as well.
the Donald Duck. He did not only propaganda, he was in some training shorts too.
Yes.
Now, are those available on Disney Plus now? Have you guys found
I have
them?
not seen them on Disney.
No.
I've not seen them on Disney
No.
Plus, but you can find some of them on YouTube. But like the most famous one, Der Fuhrer's Face, is
Yep.
not on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and actually Disney read a book. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like Air Power or something. And
Yeah, Victory
it was
Through Air Power.
controversial about what became strategic air bombing. So he made a short of it. And so the rumor goes is that FDR and Churchill saw it and goes, maybe this will work.
Okay. Yeah. And Avery says that I thought of Commando Duck. So, got it. Okay. Well, let's come back over to the next one. And then what was Walt's main de-stressing hobby?
Yes.
And building
Yeah.
elaborate model train sets.
The
Yep.
plain polo almost got me because he
Almost.
did play.
Well, I threw snow skiing in there for Gina.
Yeah. And I saw Donald
Catalina.
and Daisy, and I was like, oh no.
There we go. And the crowd did pretty well on that one. Disneyland's 1955 debut on TV was co-hosted by which future U.S. president? And that would be Ronald Reagan.
Yes. Dwight was already the president at that point.
Nice. Crowd did pretty well there. And Walt Disney still holds the most records for what? And this one was a little bit tough on the crowd, but it's Oscar
Oh, yeah.
awards.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that 56%, I think it's 56 awards he has, individual awards, and he's got like 259 Oscar nominations, which is also still the record.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, well, I
So-
guess that is just absolutely
Yeah.
positively killing it
Yeah.
then.
Yep.
So
And Mel Blanc would be the most character voices. I think he's got like 1,000 voices attributed to him.
Do we want to see who won, Chad?
Yeah.
Yes, let's come back in and see how the crowd did on this as well. So let's come back in and show the leaderboard rankings here.
Ooh.
And Jolly Holiday killing it. And Tony and Avery. So I don't know what happened to Jeremy.
Jeremy missed one.
Jeremy
missed one.
It fell to 6th. Wow.
I am telling you here as well. So
I guess I should be celebrating. I got Jeremy.
yeah, no kidding. It's like,
All right, Tony Ann, I'm not playing this time, but you're lucky you're up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talked about this a while back. she ever since I started playing here, she's been my nemesis. My goal. He's a sweetheart, though.
Well, I'll jump in on the next
sweetheart.
one since I didn't see any of these questions.
okay. So let's go ahead and warp ourselves over to the next round here, Derek. And
Okay.
so
There
if
we
you're
go.
if you're just now joining the show, you'll go to crowd.live/shows, or you can come back in and use the handy dandy QR code that's on your screen. Just scan that with your camera on your smartphone, and it'll bring up a link to take you straight there. Crowd.live/shows. And then you'll put a name in, a screen name in, an email address, and you'll pick a podcast family if you're playing with a team tonight. If not, just pick free agent. But Bill, go ahead and give us a.
And Bill's not here.
Bill's not here. That's right. So
And guys, if it didn't warp you over automatically, hit your refresh button on your browser. But this, guys, is a lot of different Disney. There's a couple of different Disney cartoon shorts in there. There's some of the Disney movies. There's some of the movies that are now on Disney Plus.
That were Fox properties,
that
right?
were Fox movies, yes. But it's the main ones I'm thinking of were common enough that 99% of you guys have seen them. So
Yeah, they should be, because they were like blockbusters. Christmas
it was a
time
Christmas
hits.
movie that I remember still seeing in March. So
Got it. And Jeremy kind of is redeeming himself here, explaining. He goes, "I should have known 150K wasn't the right answer.
Yeah,
That's a lot of cash in the 1920s." So
That's
Sure,
funny. That's
Jeremy.
what got Jeremy.
yeah, so it was the math question, right? It was the math question. So now we know his, and he's a banker as well. So
Uh-oh.
let's just completely shame him on that one.
Do I get to go around and do the happy dance now?
I think so. You stumped him on a banking question, but he was saying, and I work in banking.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I didn't completely out him and shame him there. He self-debased, I guess, right? So, okay, crowd.live/shows. I think we're ready to go ahead
Ready
and
to go. Yep.
kick this round off. So good luck, everybody. We will be back in just a moment. Well, welcome back, everybody. And let's come back in and see how everybody did on this one.
Dave, Steve, how do you think you guys did? And Steve, you're still muted.
Yeah, there was two you got me in the beginning there. The questions 3 and 4 got me.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty good. There was a couple distractors that may have thrown me off from, hitting timely.
Yeah.
And I just watched Jack Skellington, and of course I picked the mayor instead of the Pumpkin King. I was like, you dummy.
I got that one wrong as well. I got that one wrong as well. And so,
I saw the mayor big and bold and clicked. I'm like, oh.
I'm just not a huge fan of that movie, and I know Sandy Claus is in there somehow, so that was my distractor, right? And okay, so Mickey and Pluto once got a Christmas visit from 2 rodents. I went Chip and Dale here because they were the only 2 rodents that were in the Fab Five kind of family, right?
Yeah.
It's a short called Pluto's Christmas Tree, and it is on Disney Plus.
Yep.
It's a fun one.
Okay. And what 2 chipmunks fought with Donald in a Christmas toy battle? Well,
Also
I would have
Chip
went
and Dale.
Huey and Dewey, but they're not chipmunks. I went pulled off of that one.
He scared me because for a second I'm like, wait, did the Chipmunk movie, did they fight in the Chipmunk movie? I'm like, oh wait, hold on.
Nope. And I'm not sure if that one is on.
No, it's not on Disney Plus. Yeah.
It needs to be. It's funny.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, 2 Chip and Dale answers in a row. So that one was kind of playing with the crowd a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Jack Skellington's title in Nightmare Before Christmas. I was a Sandy Claus, but everybody else seemed to know it was the Pumpkin King. So I'm just out there on that one. And then you got a little bit of laughter here on your Pinky and the Brain distractor.
Loved it.
So the distractors are what make this thing super fun.
Yeah.
And then you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch, was Thurl Ravenscroft.
Yeah.
Boris,
I saw Boris Karloff and I was like, oh yeah, Boris Karloff. Of course.
Boris Karloff is the one that reads the story and voices the Grinch, but Thurl Ravenscroft is an uncredited singer in that one.
Yeah.
And he's also, as we've talked about previously, he's in Haunted Mansion, he's in Tiki Room, he's in Pirates.
Yep.
So he is heard in the parks.
He's Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And then what action does Scott Calvin perform that makes him the new Santa in the Santa Claus? I was like, Scott Calvin, like I'm thinking Ant-Man and the Wasp or something. Like
Wrong Scott.
Yeah.
And then I finally realized, okay, in the Santa Claus movie. And
yeah. It's putting on the suit.
Puts on the suit. Yep.
Well, it's been on Freeform every hour.
Oh, just about.
yeah.
So yeah.
Santa Claus 2, what must Scott do to remain Santa?
Yep. Gets married. Yep.
Yep.
And the crowd did pretty well on that one. And
I like this question.
Yep. I did too.
But Oh Canada narrator plays Jack Frost. So we had a couple extra clues in there.
Yep.
For Martin Short. So hopefully we did well on that one. And then where did the McAllisters live in Home Alone?
Yeah.
It is
Crowd
Chicago.
did really well there at 96% for the
Yeah. March the Line didn't get anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It was a try.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. And then number 9 would be what city was the main setting for Home Alone 2? I'm glad you did not put Paris because that's what I would have selected. So I had to think about it. And I'm like, no, it wasn't Boston. It was cold. It was, So New York City. And Deidre is sitting here saying that the McAllisters live in a north suburb, Lake Forest Park or Evanston. So, okay.
Fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
All Chicago land to me.
Yes.
There you go.
And then which movie must a Macy's Santa prove he's the real Santa? And that was Miracle on 34th Street. So I think that one was pretty good as well.
Yeah.
The crowd did fairly well there as well.
Did real good.
Yeah. So let's come back in and see how everybody did here. And let's come back over to our team, our show rankings here. And congratulations to Tony, Rick, and Glenn. Ben, who can I tell? Or who can tell? So that would be Mr. Ben Chesler, right?
Or Glenn,
Wow, I beat my niece. I'm happy. Woohoo.
And Jeremy's having an off night tonight. He missed another one.
Oh,
Oh, wow. So hopefully he's playing for
Not us.
yeah, not us, right? It's very
Better not
rare
be
that
signing
you
no
wish
Monorail
Jeremy
tales.
in
I don't
batting
know.
for your team as well.
9 out of 10. I'll
Okay.
still take it.
But let's come back in and see how we're doing on the multiplayer ranking here as well. So far, Tony, Rick, and Jolly Holiday are in the leads, followed by
Yep.
Jeremy and myself. And I know I missed a few, and I really wasn't half playing, but. And then Mary, Annette, Tinkermom, Deanna, Bruce. I love it when Pull Out Couch plays, right? A lot of great DVC names showing up here in the list. And the Evil Queen is playing with us tonight. So there we go, guys. Let's come back in and check in on our podcast teams here at halftime as well. It's actually 2/3 time.
2/3 time. Yeah.
Yep. So the Geeks are taking it by storm.
ooh.
Fairly significantly, too.
Yeah,
That's okay.
1398 average points, followed by the Welcome Homies, and then the Monorail
Our boys are
Tales.
keeping us there, Steve.
I know. Come on, guys.
Yeah, they're doing you guys well on that one. Definitely doing you guys well on that one. So, okay then. Derek, do you want to warp us over to the next round?
There we go.
Okay. So if you're just now joining us, then come back in and scan the QR code right there, and it will take you over to crowd.live/Disneyland on a smartphone or another tab, another browser, however you want to do this, crowd.live/Disneyland. And you can come back in. We'll ask for a screen name. I'll have you put your email address in there. And then if you're playing with a podcast family, you can pick that as well. And so Tony Ann says, I think I'm playing alone. Most of my team is at Disney.
I think we can let that be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the good old days of doing this when they rolled up the sidewalks at Disney at 8 o'clock and everybody was online playing Mouse Quiz at 9. So
There you
they
go.
might have some good entertainment going on there as well tonight. So I think we're ready to kick this off, but before we do, Derek, tell us a little bit about this round. What can we expect?
Just some basic. We hadn't covered, Christmas at Disneyland yet. I know next week, little preview is going to be a lot of Christmas at Disney World. So I figured Disneyland needs a chance to get represented, and because Disneyland does a lot of neat stuff that Disney World doesn't do. So,
And I never knew it until I went there, Derek, and it was awesome.
Yep. It's fantastic.
including what's behind Chad.
I was going to say, just look
I was gonna
behind
say.
Chad.
And Chad is a great example.
And it might happen to be a question.
Oh,
I
it
know
might
nothing.
happen to be a question. So
Imagine that.
people might want to read the screen or get a little hint here as well. So if you've been to Disneyland, you'll probably recognize what this is. The water there in front of it should give you a hint.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's definitely not
Is that what
pirates.
that is?
Splash Mountain.
And it's not Splash either. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and kick this round off. We'll be back in just a few minutes. So good luck, everybody, as we play Disneyland Christmas Trivia. All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. Let's come back in and see how we did here.
How'd you guys do?
You got me on the Santa Claus, Derek, but I don't remember seeing him over there at California
He's
Adventure.
near the Grizzly Peak area.
Okay.
I didn't know where he was, but that was just a guess that I was just like, yeah, character meet in there. Santa's kind of a character meet as well. So
Yeah.
that looked like that would come back in and work for me as well.
And I guess my disclaimer was this is when Disneyland is open. This is what Disneyland does for Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We can all miss it right now, but so 100% on Nightmare Before Christmas for the overlay at Haunted Mansion.
And that is so cool.
It's cool, but it's like I like the original better.
Okay.
Yeah. And then which ride building is highly decorated for Christmas, and 98% got that one.
Could be the scene behind you.
And I'm thinking Splash Mountain was a fat finger.
Could have been too. Yeah, for one vote. Could have been. And then the first candlelight processional was Main Street at Disneyland.
Before Epcot's.
Yeah,
I like that inside Spaceship Earth. I like that.
So that one's definitely a head scratcher on that one. And then Sleeping Beauty Castle is decorated with lights. They string them all up all over it, and it is quite beautiful. And which Christmas celebration celebrates Central and South American culture? That one I paused on because I was like, isn't it Navidad? It didn't look like it was spelled right, but it could have been.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I did the same thing.
None of the others fit.
Yeah, it's none of the other ones. I'm like, okay.
Yep. And Disney Outback Christmas, I guess I would have went for like Australia with that one.
Yeah.
So, okay then. And then what's the snow made of in Main Street?
I think asbestos was the best answer.
Well, because that used to be what they would make snow of in the movies. Like Miracle on 34th Street, it was asbestos.
Yes. Breathe deep.
I do know Grizzly Peak area, they still have snow blowers in there in the wintertime, and that's kind of nice.
That's cool.
To come back in. I didn't realize it was snow because maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me, but I thought it felt cold. It could have been liquid cold. I don't know, but. And then where does the Christmas Fantasy Parade travel? I went Main Street as a guess here for the simple fact that I didn't think it would be over at Pixar Pier. Isn't long enough. It would be going through there, and I can't even imagine how you'd get a parade through the pier.
Well, I looked at that. I'm like, oh, wait, no. And I'm like, wait, the only one that's Disneyland is Main Street.
Yeah.
So good one on that. And so true or false, you can meet Santa inside there. 81% got that one right. And
you got me.
Apparently he's in Redwood Challenge.
Okay. So that's good to know. That's really good to know. And then what's the name of Disneyland's holiday fireworks show?
I like the shell shock.
Well,
that one was a good one. Walt's Winter Wonderland was a great distractor.
However,
as well.
both Glenn and Kevin caught the Weird Al reference of Christmas at Ground Zero.
Yes.
Hey, if you want a song that you can listen to once every Christmas season, Google that one.
Got it. I will come back in and check that one out as well. And then, so Raina was saying that the Nightmare is so much better than the original.
Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I kind of prefer the original.
Well, for me, never seeing it because I was always at Disney World. They didn't used to ever do that. So I was like, oh, this is so cool.
It's cool the first time, okay? And I can tell you, I've been there like right when it opens up in early fall because it's there for, gosh, like September, October, November, and December. And yeah, the locals go nuts. I mean, the lines to come back in and see it are just absolutely insane.
Wow.
And, yeah. And then Chrissy was saying, for never having been to Disney, well, we did pretty well. It was a fun round. So awesome
good.
there.
Well, a secret, Chrissy, I've never been to Disneyland either. So
Gina was explaining that we get a break from the original because the annual pass holders see it all year long. Nice.
Well, you know, the other thing I like too is when I went to Smurl World, they change up the music. The kids sing Christmas music. That was cool.
That's the holiday layover.
Yeah.
That one I can really get behind, okay? And I like their small world better than ours anyway, so.
Oh yeah, it's longer.
Yeah. And then which Disneyland does not decorate for Christmas? And Star Wars Galaxy's Edge had to be the right answer there because they would technically do Life Day if they were to come back and celebrate anything there.
And technically, they haven't been really open long enough to do a big Christmas decoration. So
I was going to say, because Derek, I was there. I'm like, oh wait, I was there when it first opened, so maybe that's not fair. But I'm like,
yes. And
I agree, Jeremy. Let's go, and we'll hog tie Jean and make her take us along.
There you go.
We'll have to come out there. I think everybody's going to be hitting Gina up whenever
we'll descend on Gina. There you go.
And so we're just going to be hitting her for information left and right.
And you notice she just, everyone's welcome. So,
yep. So there you go.
All right. Be careful what you ask for, Gina.
I'm telling you. Well, let's come back in and see how we ended up doing on this round. And look at the leaderboards. Congratulations to Avery, Jeremy.
Oh, look who made a comeback.
MTP. So we have some new talent up in there tonight as well. So Dave G, Kelsey, Deidre, Sheila Sanders.
I missed one question, fellas. 22nd. Man.
Yeah, that is some fast questions. Like, you guys were on it. On it. Okay, then. So let's come in and check in on our multi-game rankings.
Holly? I think Holly might have, I don't know, where is she? Oh, I don't see her in this round. Like anywhere near the top. So, I don't know.
We'll find out.
Congratulations there.
Nice job, Avery. Yeah, nice job.
Avery, good job.
Yep. And yeah, we do. Well, you're going to get Disneyland Tower there, Caleb. So that's coming, buddy. And then Christine was saying we saw the Small World holiday when we went to Disneyland in the first week of January 20 years ago. No Nightmare overlay then, but haven't been back for Christmas time soon. We'll change this when they reopen. Yes, absolutely. We've got to get back to Disneyland. It is my favorite resort area. Even though I'm kind of world is my home, I'd still prefer Disneyland. But let's come back into this and check in on the multi-games here. Any bets as to where Jeremy's going to come up tonight?
Third.
Yeah, I think he gets third.
How can you all deny Jeremy here, right?
Because it was by 13 points.
Look at that over Tony.
That's got to sting, Tony. That's just got to sting. Yeah, you almost had him. Missed him by that much.
Missed it by that much.
But congratulations here to Avery as well, and everybody else who ended up playing with us as well tonight. And Rick did really well, Jolly Holiday, and Patrick, Holly, Christine. So congratulations, everybody there. Let's see how we did on the overall
Monorail Tales. Come on, Steve. We know they did good.
Let's see. I mean, because you got some powerhouses there. It might depend on who Avery is batting for.
Yes.
And the geeks pull it off.
Ooh.
So
nicely done, Tony.
Comfortably too.
Yes, Tony she plays for the Crushers, so she would be coming in fourth. But the Monorail team did really well coming in third, and then Jeremy did his good job helping out the homies as well. So that is pretty much it. So we will be back next week with another Christmas edition. and it'll be our last Friday night of the year, won't it, Derek?
Yes, because January 1st is not this year. So,
Yes.
And so we'll be back next week for another Christmas edition. We will be dark the week of Christmas. And then we will be back here for later afternoon, evening, early evening. Probably have the kids join us again for a New Year's Day show. We like bringing them in and giving them a time to come back in and lead some trivia and practice their social media skills and get in front of everybody and get on camera. I really, really, really like seeing the kids kind of come back in and do that. It just adds so much to their confidence level and everything else.
And they ask really hard questions.
Yes, they do.
Oh, good God. We have to nerf their questions like you wouldn't believe. Okay. It's not about tricking people, kids. Like, it's not about it. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, everybody. MyDVCpoints.com is my site if you want to come back in and learn a little bit more about the Vacation Club. And Monorail Tales, we want to give you guys a shout out as well. Tell us a little bit about your podcast.
We've been around for a few years, and we're basically just like to talk to cast members, just regular people, trip reports, just anything that you want to talk about. We're here to listen and put it out there and keep it interesting and fun. And that's what it's about. For all of them. I want to say thank you, Chad. Thank you, Derek. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. And Steve, give a plug. We've got a new little section going. We're going to start deep tracks.
Yep. We've got one coming up. Dave's going to be joining us, and it's called Monorail Tales Deep Tracks. And we're going to kind of get into the history of some things, maybe a little deeper than, we normally would on our own show and things. So, for not necessarily the hardcore, but for the person who really wants to know about, history.
A little bit deeper dives.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's what it's about. Yeah. And we're looking.
So
really
Monorail Tales
podcast
podcast and a new show coming out called Monorail Tales Deep Tracks, right?
That's it.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Y'all have a great night. We will be back next Friday night. Good night, everybody.
Thanks,
Good night,
guys.
Sheila.
Yep.